guys, Mermaid Nina here. Welcome back to my channel. Tonight I thought we would talk about your Disney World vacation, specifically helping you plan your Disney World vacations here in 2021. As you guys know, I am a travel agent, so I get lots of questions about planning Disney vacations. I get questions from not only my clients, because that is what I do for a living, but I get questions from you guys after my videos. So I thought I would actually answer some of your questions tonight. So the first one I get kind of asked a lot is, Nina, without fast passes, what do I do, or what do I put first? What should we be prioritizing in the parks since we don't have fast passes? So I'm assuming this is kind of a common question. So fast passes, you would 100% fast pass the most popular ride at that park, or the ride that you absolutely 100% needed to ride during your trip. So without fast passes, it's kind of the same thing. So if Mine Train is a ride at Magic Kingdom that your family 100% needs to ride, then yeah, at Rope Drop, I would be there before Rope Drop, before Magic Kingdom even opens, and literally race to Mine Train if that's the ride that you can't really live without. Pretty much whatever you would have fast passed is what you're gonna wanna run to or walk very fast to the second a park opens. So any of the coasters, any of the ones with the word mountain in it. I know you guys probably make fun of me. We always do Peter Pan first, but that's because that's how we do. Peter Pan can quickly go from 20 minutes to 2 hours. I do not know why, but it's a thing. Hollywood, however, is kind of a different beast because you have 3 really amazing rides that everyone wants to run to. So I'm constantly getting asked, Nina, do I do Slinky? Do I do the Falcon? Or do I do Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway? Which one do I do? Well, it's kind of your choice. Out of the 3, which one do you think you can't live without? Which one do you need to just get knocked out of the way? So Mickey and Minnie's is the first ride you see when you walk down Hollywood. So a lot of people tend to run there, but at the same time, if it quickly gets long, people get afraid and they go somewhere else. It's kind of hard to decide which one you want to do. I would think Mickey and Minnie's or Slinky. Slinky can get pretty long as well, but either way, it's kind of one of the 3. That's what people are running to. I have noticed the rides do decrease later in the day, at least the wait time. So perhaps you can use that to your advantage. Epcot, same situation. Most people are running to Frozen. It's especially easy for those people who are staying at like Yacht Club and Beach Club because you can go in through the back way and run directly to Frozen. But for the rest of the people who come in from a bus or the monorail, you have to run past all those other rides, get into the World Showcase just for Frozen. So if you have kids, then yes, Frozen is what you are after. But maybe with everyone else running to Frozen, you want to try Soarin' or Test Track. So it's really up to you. But any of those really super duper popular rides is really what you want to go to first. So while you're waiting for your trip to happen, you can actually go on the app, look at wait times, and see which rides tend to have the longer wait times throughout the day. And maybe that's the ride you pick to prioritize first thing in the morning. It is 100% important that you also arrive first thing in the morning at Rope Drop. Once all the other people start arriving to the parks, the lines will get long fast. And this was all same, pre-COVID, post-COVID, during COVID, whatever. It's the same thing. It's just you don't have that fast pass. So yes, I hope that helps you guys out. Without a fast pass, you still want to prioritize, except now it's based on your mornings. What are you going to quickly run to? Pick that one ride, knock it out. Maybe you want to pick a few rides that are in the same general area and kind of knock out a few. It's really up to you. All right, second question is regarding masks. And I kind of hate these types of questions, but I get asked this a lot, which actually kind of makes me sad a little bit. Basically, Nina, my kid just turned 2. Does my 2-year-old really have to wear a mask? Can't I just lie? No. The policy is 2 and up. If your kid is 2, they need to wear a mask. Disney can find out if your kid is 2. Disney will ask if your kid is 2. And I personally would not want to gamble with my family's vacation with all that hard-earned money that I saved up to just to find out once I get there that A, my kid won't wear a mask, or B, that Disney's gonna make my kid wear a mask. So just follow policy. The age is 2 and up. Same situation goes, and I'm sorry to say this, guys, but anyone with a medical condition and you feel that you can't wear a mask, maybe it's true, you actually can't wear a mask. Maybe there's a medical reason why you can't wear a mask. Then just don't go to Disney right now. Disney is not making any special circumstances for anybody. It is ages 2 and up, 100% mask. Doesn't matter what your medical needs are or if you have a kid who won't wear a mask. 2 and up. If you have a medical need child, then sadly, I'm sorry to say, Disney is not for you right now. They did allow the clear face masks so that you can see, you know, the kind with the clear so you can see people talking underneath. They did allow that mask earlier this year. But unfortunately or fortunately, anyone 2 and up, you have to wear a mask no matter what. Another question I get regarding masks, and I'm just gonna throw it out there, is pictures. You 100% need to wear a mask during pictures. Cast members are walking around telling people to wear their mask. In fact, a Disney photographer will not take your picture unless you have your mask on. If you have the memory maker and you went on a ride and someone did a quickie whip down of their mask, you will not get that picture. You need to be wearing your mask. Will you see a few people doing a quick selfie? Yes, there are those people. But please don't be that person. Just wear your mask, follow policy, and nothing can happen because you're following the rules. So I'm gonna get to another question. I actually have this one written down, so forgive me. Nina, do I need to make a reservation to get into the park if I have a ticket or an annual pass? So in case you've missed the memo on this, every single person, no matter your situation, needs a park pass reservation. You do it on the app. So whether you have an AP, a regular ticket, a ticket with a package, a ticket with a hopper, a ticket with the water park, it doesn't matter. You have to get a park pass reservation to enter a park. The only difference is right now they're not making people who hop do it, but that's for your hopping park. That's your park number 2 of the day. Your park number 1 of the day has to have a park pass reservation. So yes, no matter what situation you're in, you bought tickets separately, they came with a package, you're an AP, grandma bought them for you, whoever, you absolutely 100% need a park pass reservation. So then this person continues to write, with the reservation system to get in the park, is it even worth going? I mean, I don't want to get there and find out I can't get into the park. Again, it's kind of the same question. You're going to get into the park if you made your park pass reservation. So if you show up to Magic Kingdom without a park pass reservation, you're not getting in. So as long as you make that park pass reservation, there's no need to worry about not getting your money's worth because you're getting into the park because you made that pass. That pass is how Disney knows what capacity will be. If they don't do that, then they don't know how many people are going to be in the park that day. They don't know when to close it off because not everyone shows up at 9 a.m. Some people show up at 10, at 12, at 2 later in the day. This is how Disney kind of counts those numbers. So 100%, no matter what your situation is, park pass reservation. All right, so this person wants to know, Nina, this is my first time going without a stroller. What do I do with all my crap, essentially, is what they write. What do I do with all the water and the snacks and the ponchos and the essentials for a family of 4? It's a good question. So first, make sure you watch my stroller video in case you are one of those people that are kind of on the cusp about a stroller. And I have videos about what to pack in your park backpack. So make sure you check out those videos. So yeah, that's the answer. You bring a backpack. For us, Dad wears a backpack, Mom wears a backpack, and we would fill it with everyone's waters and snacks and all those things that the person mentioned all go in the backpack. And once your kids are old enough, I do suggest those kids start wearing their own backpack so they can carry their own water, their own snack, their own sanitizer, because if they don't, it's going to be a constant, Mom, I want my water, Mom, I want a snack, whatever. This way you're giving them responsibility. You're making them wear their own backpack. Do you stuff them with a school backpack? No, get them a cute little sling, tiny Disney simple kid backpack to carry their stuff in. And no, I'm not talking about toddlers. Toddlers do not need a backpack. I'm talking about kids who are old enough to carry a little bag with them to the parks. So the other person wants to know right now, Nina, I love pin trading. Are they still doing pin trading during all this social distancing? The answer is yes. Pin trading is still happening in the parks. It's just not as often or not as common. So before, every cast member was walking around with their lanyards, with the pins. Every storefront, every place had the board with the pins, and you could pretty much pin trade anywhere at any time. They've reduced it, is really what it is. So, every other store, larger stores might have a pin board. So it's not all the stores in every places, but it is 100% still happening. If pin trading is 100% something you need to be doing, I would talk to a cast member and ask them where the nearest pin trading location is. But it is definitely still a thing, so don't worry about that. Nina, this kind of goes along with the previous question. What do you do with your backpack when you're on the ride, specifically roller coasters? Okay, so Disney does not have a policy like Universal. Disney allows you to take your backpack on your ride. All rides, essentially. Universal does not. Disney lets you do that. So each ride has their own little situation, so it's not a easy, you 100% stick it on the floor. It just depends. In some places, I can actually wear the backpack in front of me. In some places, I put it in the floor next to me. Some places I can stick it in the seat next to me. And in some situations, like I'm thinking Rise the Resistance does this. Can't think of another one. I know Indiana Jones does it, but that's at Disneyland. Is they have this mesh backpack thing that you pull out in front of you, and you can slide your backpack in there. The space is not huge, so I have seen people with enormous backpacks, like they're backpacking across Europe backpacks. Maybe not that backpack. Your average everyday school size backpack 100% will fit in those mesh pockets, so you should be good to go. I think that's the last question I had on this list. I have another list over here. Disney Springs. So if you've seen my Disney Springs video, you will already know the answer to this. But Nina, how do you get to Disney Springs right now during COVID? And it's actually a really good question, because previous to this, all the parks had a Disney Springs bus that would show up. That is not a thing right now. So the only way for you to get to Disney Springs from a park is to go to a resort first. So if you're at a park and you want to go to Disney Springs for dinner, or you have reservations or something, you can 100% go back to your resort, take a shower, refresh, take a nap, whatever, and then head to Disney Springs on your resort's Disney Springs bus. However, and that's great, but if you're at a park and you've made a quick decision, hey, let's just go over to Disney Springs, and you don't want to go back to your resort first, then just go to the nearest resort that you can get to and take their bus. So if you're at Magic Kingdom, you could walk to the Contemporary and take their bus. If you're at Epcot, you could take Beach Club's bus or Yacht Club's bus. If you're at Hollywood Studios, you could walk to Boardwalk. You could take the Skyliner to Riviera or Pop or Caribbean Beach and take any one of their Disney Springs buses. If you're at Animal Kingdom, it's kind of more difficult because there really isn't a super close resort. You could take the Animal Kingdom Lodge Kidani Village bus and then go to Disney Springs, but I think you guys get my point. So there is no Park to Disney Springs bus at the moment. And my final question tonight is kind of a hard one because I don't really know the answer entirely, but I'm gonna bring it up because I know a lot of you are thinking about it. Nina, can you still park hop if all the parks are at capacity? So obviously if the parks are at capacity, you cannot hop. However, just because you started the day with parks at capacity, they were all in the gray, doesn't mean you can't hop later, because some of those people will end the day early, go back to the hotel and swim. I'm assuming Disney is keeping track of all these things. So don't freak out just yet. And I know I am personally in this boat. I'm headed to Disney over spring break. Right now, it's gonna be at full capacity. It's full 35% capacity at opening, 100%, no more park reservations left situation. Do I know if I'm gonna hop or not? No, I don't know. I'm gonna know in the moment that day when I try to hop if I can or not. But I can say right now, up until this point, people have always been able to hop. That hasn't been taken away yet. So I'm crossing my fingers that Disney is aware of this, because of all the people that have added park hoppers to their package. If they all of a sudden find out they can't hop over spring break, I'm sure there's gonna be many upset guests. So I'm sure Disney has worked that into their numbers. Do I know for sure? No, I don't, because spring break isn't really here yet. I mean, it's kind of started right now, but actual Easter and spring break is in a week or so. But currently, right now, as I film this video, this entire week is in gray, which means all 4 parks are at capacity at starting point, at the park pass reservation point. So it'll be interesting to see if the people this week can hop. But unfortunately, we will not know until this week continues. So kind of stay tuned on that. Nina does not know for sure. I don't think Disney knows for sure, but I have to hope and think that Disney thought of this ahead of time, knowing spring break was basically the first big season since park passes came back, and have kind of worked that within their numbers, you know, behind the scenes. So do I know if you're gonna be able to hop? No, I don't. But so far, people have been able to hop every single day. So I'm kind of hopeful on that, but make sure you watch my park hopping video, because I do explain a few things about park hopping right now, not to mention the biggest mistake people are gonna make, which is assuming that because they have dining reservations, they're gonna be able to hop. Disney has made it very clear, do not assume that. Having a dining reservation does not guarantee you the ability to hop to that park. So make sure you check out my park hopper video for more information. And again, we're kind of sitting ducks regarding if we can hop over spring break. I know everyone is worried about their extra few dollars that they've added to their package, but again, we just don't know yet. So kind of sit tight and stay tuned for that one. Again, Nina's in the same boat. I am going there at that time as well. So anyway, I hope you guys found these tips helpful. If you did, I will continue to post videos like this where I answer your personal questions within a video, especially when they're questions that I think most of us can kind of relate to or help us all out. So anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button if it's red and turn it gray. Hit the bell icon for notifications. Like this video, I so appreciate it. And comment, I want to hear from you guys. What videos or tips do you want me to talk about next? But for now, mahalo for watching, guys. Nina out.